Hello, and thank you for tuning in to see a comprehensive overview of Sapiens.BI. It only takes 2 minutes to install, and once you do, you will see over 100 different reports and charts with your data already there. This is all possible because Sapiens.BI is directly integrated into your CRM system and contains live data. But don't worry if you don't understand everything right away. We will help you build your first reports and train you all free of charge starting from the very first day of your free trial. So let me show you what Sapiens.BI looks like. I have opened up a Sapiens.BI dashboard, and here you can see that we have a variety of charts. We will go over all the chart types in just a moment. All these charts have a drill down option, so you can click on a specific data point like this and open up the details behind it. You can drill down further to see each data entry in your CRM. Sapiens.BI dashboards have some advanced functions that are not available in your standard CRM functionality. Up top, we have common filters. So this means that you can set a filter for the entire dashboard. A good example on how this is used is that you can filter the dashboard by specific user, like this. It will apply the filter to all applicable charts in the dashboard that have this filter set up on the back end. You can also set up permissions so that each user only sees their own data. And you can set up data tables like this one over here. And finally, you can even add all these chart types to your sugar or sweet CRM native dashboards. Now let's go over all the different chart types. First, we have the gauge chart. It is a great motivator to see how far you are to a set goal. You can fully customize how many intervals you have and pick the colors that tell the best story. And this applies to all charts. You can fully customize the colors to better tell a story and match your brand image. Here is the multiple axes chart. You can set one scale on one side, something like counting opportunities where the numbers are small, and then a different scale on the other side where you can sum converted amounts, which will be a much larger number. Here you can see that the bars are for target sums that correspond to the left axis with larger amounts, and the red line is for the number of opportunities and goes on the right side axis with a smaller scale. Here we have the funnel chart where you have the extra functionality of being able to accumulate values. With Sapiens.BI, you can also set up geographic charts. You can set it up by country, state, or city. You can add another dimension to geographic charts as well, like the industry donut chart that will show industries per geographic region. Here we have a chart where we combined calls, emails, meetings, tasks all into one. Where by default you can only see each of these modules separately, with Sapiens.BI you have the ability to combine all these activities into a single report and see the full picture. And similarly, you can combine any previously unrelated modules as well as define custom relationships. Here on these two charts, we have set up a filter that works on summarized values. In this example, we first counted the values to get the total number of purchases per account, and then we added a filter to only show values above 4. You can summarize any counts and put them in a chart following this same logic. Using summary filters and extra calculations, you can also get a list of customers who haven't been contacted within a specific period of time. Like here, we have a filter set to the last 60 days. It can also be set to future dates, so you can see which contacts have no activities planned within a specific time period in the future. Next, we have the line chart. It compares 2 or more time periods in months while also adding the year dimension. Here we have 2 years, but it can be weeks, months, quarters, or days, and you can add as many time periods as you would like to see. Next, let's look at the range chart. We have 4 products and we wanted to see which price category they are in. As an example, here you can see that products A and B are priced between 0 to 500. Other examples that are common are grouping by customer age, and opportunity age is another common use. Another benefit of Sapiens.BI is that you can access custom modules as well as changelogs. In this chart here, we can see changelog data. We can see how much time each sales rep spent on each sales stage. So here in the data table with changelog information, you can see what the previous value was and what the new value is, as well as who made the change and when. When you go to calculated fields, you can see that there's a time calculation to see the time period between 2 dates. Here you can make any other calculations like if-then functions, multiply, divide, etc. You can even manually edit the script that does the calculation over here. By using changelog data, you can also create snapshot reports. Snapshot reports allow you to pull up historical data generated at a specific point in time, which you can use to see how data developed over time. Here is a chart with a snapshot report set up for the opportunities module, and down below is another one for the leads module. Now let me show you the main Sapiens.BI screen. This is where you will find all your predefined reports. As you can see, they are arranged into folders and there are over 100 reports ready for you when you first install Sapiens.BI. Let's open up a report so I can show you what that looks like. Once it is open, you can make your changes and then use the Save As option to create a copy. You can use any pre-built report as a base and then work from there. This report I have opened is a detailed list, and you can add detailed reports of leads, accounts, and contacts to your CRM target lists up here. Now let me show you a bit more about how a report can be configured on the back end. Let's go to this combined chart. This is the Filters tab. Here you have lots of options for date filters, anything from a start date to setting specific rolling time periods. Here you can also set up specific filter permissions. There is also a current user filter, and with it, users can only see their own data. When you scroll down, you can see your chart settings. You can pick from all these different chart types, and then under Legend and Axes, configure the final look of your chart. You can then export it as an image by clicking on the gear icon. In the Fields tab is where I would select my report columns and also add custom fields or custom modules. Now let's go to the Grouping and Sorting tab. Here you can group by user, type, status, or any other criteria. There is no limit for how many groups you can create. It is also easy to show different time formats like month with year, quarter, week, etc. With these checkboxes, it is easy to switch to pivot view and see aggregates as columns. This condenses your data and it becomes much easier to look at. In the Aggregates tab, you can get counts, sums, minimum and maximum values. The minimum and maximum values will also work for time and date. Under the Templates tab, you can combine multiple reports together into a single PDF or Excel spreadsheet. Here's an example of an exported PDF. And here I have an example of an exported Excel spreadsheet. As you can see, you can customize the look of your spreadsheet, add a logo, Excel functions and formatting, and then feed your data into the pre-formatted template. Then you can export it as an Excel file or a PDF that has been automatically run through your Excel template on the back end, and you will have the design that you set up. If you do not need any formatting and just want to see raw data, you can export as CSV or PDF. You can export these manually or fully automate the process, which brings us to the Sharing and Scheduling tab. Here is where you set different permissions for individual users or user roles, and then you can automate who gets this report with runtime data via email. Over here is where you can set up a password protection for your attachments, and by using the custom email field here, you can send your reports to people who do not have an account in your CRM system. And that is the end of this overview. If you haven't already, feel free to sign up for a free 30-day trial, or you can book a live training session with you and your team so that everybody has a chance to ask questions and we can show you how to build your first reports. We really look forward to showing you how Sapiens BI can help your business growth. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.